Unfortunately, the day has arrived. The Pokemon trading card game online will officially be ending in March. And Pokemon TCG Live will now be the new trading card game that you basically will have to play if you want to play in the rotation and play all of the new cards that are coming out within the Scarlet and Violet set. Now, of course, Pokemon TCGO has been around since 2011. It's now 2023. It's been around for 12 years, which is crazy. It had a very long life, but unfortunately, Pokemon has now decided that it is time to pull the plug on PTCGO, and basically, PTCGO is going to stop having support. So, card set development ending for the Pokemon trading card game online. To devote resources to the Pokemon trading card game live, card set development for the Pokemon TCG Online will end on March 1st, 2023. Very big news right there, meaning that there will no longer be anything new added to PTCGO after March 1st. So no new cards. Obviously, TCGO will not get Scarlet and Violet. We won't get any of the rotation. Rotation will not affect PTCGO. Basically, PTCGO is going to be stuck in the Crown Zenith format until it eventually sunsets, which we haven't been given a date yet, but eventually that will happen. My best guess would probably be around April. With the upcoming sunsetting of the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, no further card set development will be supported in the game as of March 1st, 2023. Pokemon TCG Crown Zenith will be the final expansion to be incorporated into the Pokemon TCG Online in order to devote all resources to Pokemon Trading Card Game Live, which is now available in beta to players around the world on iOS and Android devices, as well as on Windows and Mac OS devices. This is the in-game versus ladder rewards will continue to update, leading to an eventual game sunset, but no further updates will come to the Pokemon TCG Online outside of potential bug fixes. Also, the 2023 standard format rotation and Pokemon Tool errata will not be applied to the Pokemon TCG Online. So yeah, Pokemon TCG Online effectively is ending, in March, meaning that it's basically you have to play TCG Live after this. Now, to be fair, the new set isn't coming out until the end of March, so I'm actually kind of surprised that they're doing this on March 1st when, there's a new set coming out. I guess it's, the last time I've ever seen new cards ever, but we still technically have until the end of March to enjoy TCGO, until basically we're forced to play TCG Live, because at the end of March is when all the new stuff comes out and rotation comes, and that won't be on TCGO. So if you want to play all those new stuff, you're going to have to make the switch over to Pokemon TCG Live. This is obviously very, very big news, meaning that TCGO really only has a couple of months left in the tank until it's eventually time to move on to TCG Live. Now, unless you're a big fan of the Crown Zenith format that we're in right now with Lugia, V-Star, and all that good stuff, maybe you won't mind still playing this format past April, but from now on, it looks like TCG Live is going to have to be the main game. Now, obviously, this is huge for not only the YouTube scene, but for basically the entirety of the Pokemon trading card game scene. I mean, TCG Live, honestly, I don't think it's ready to be released yet. Now, by the time it is ready with the new set rotation, maybe the game will have a lot of bug fixes. They did say to devote resources, meaning that a lot of the, money that they put into PTCGO is now going to be put into TCG Live also, meaning that TCGO is, basically the money they put there is going to Live, meaning that Live is going to have more funding, and that could be a good thing. I mean, TCG Live, honestly, at the state that it's in right now, I know that it's in its beta, but I really don't think TCG Live is anywhere near being ready to be launched yet. I mean, the game is a disaster with bugs. I mean, it is a very buggy game. It's also not, it's just not as straightforward and simplistic as PTCGO, in my opinion. TCG Live definitely has improved slightly. Again, I did a video a while back talking about the new update that they had with the new board and everything, but I don't think that's going to make the game playable. It's a nice little update that they did, and I'm happy they did that. But I don't think that the game is ready to be released. Again, the game is very, very glitchy. I mean, Skyseal Stone is broken on the game, and that's one of the best cards in Crown Zenith, and that basically nulls the entirety of okay, well, one of the best cards in Crown Zenith is no longer usable at the moment because it's bugged on TCG Live. Well, that's gonna suck. So who's to say when Scarlet and Violet comes out that something like Gardevoir EX won't be bugged, or Miraidon EX, one of the good cards in the set, are going to be bugged upon release on Live, causing them to be unplayable, meaning that no one's going to be able to play with Gardevoir or Miraidon because both of them are just bugged on TCG Live. So I'm hoping that that is not going to happen. And I really hope that when they mean devote resources, they mean that the game won't be a disaster with the bugs. Because TCGO, honestly, TCGO was not really this glitchy. I mean, yeah, they've had their share of bugs. I mean, Beast Energy, Gift Energy were pretty big bugs that PTCGO had. But PTCGO's bugs weren't like, it wasn't like TCG Live, where it's like every day a new bug is found. I mean, if you're following Trust Your Pilot on Twitter, you will know that, like, there's like a new bug found every time. There's like a bug that happened the other day where apparently, like, it swapped both players' decks. So it's like, I don't know, man. The game is just not finished. It's not finished and not ready to be released. So that's, I think, what annoyed a lot of people. I mean, the tweet that Pokemon put out yesterday about this entire incident really got the community pretty upset. I mean, a lot of the quote tweets, a lot of the replies to the tweet were met with negative responses. A lot of people in the community are not happy to see them do this because they don't think that Pokemon TCG Live is a good game. And not only is maybe not a good game, but it's also not ready to be released. PTCGO is it's a pretty well-polished game, all things considered. It's not the best-looking game, and it is kind of a dated-looking game, obviously. But it's really, at the end of the day, a better functioning game than Live. And I mean, Live has other issues, too, that I do think affect it. I mean, for one, the pack opening animation on Live is pretty bad. I mean, when you go up to open a pack on PTCGO, you can see, like, you have this whole animation. It makes for an actual good pack opening video. And this is coming from somebody who makes pack opening content on YouTube here on TCGO. I mean, you open up a pack, look at it, it's fun and it's exciting. You open up a pack on Live, it's like you get 5 cards and you just click them really fast and they go by like that. It's just, you can't make a pack opening video out of that. And for a game that is all about opening up packs and having fun, Live really does drop the ball in that department. I mean, that is one of the many, many issues with it, but that's just something that I wanted to note. Another issue for Live not being a content creator friendly game is the deck manager. The deck manager is really awkward and hard to navigate on Live. PCGO's is very, very straightforward and easy to navigate. I mean, you go here, if you're looking for a card, like, let's say I want to put, I don't know, a Mew VMAX in my deck for whatever reason. I just type it up, then drag it in, and boom, there you go. Mew VMAX added to the deck. Like, very straightforward. TCGO also has a really nice deck manager full screenshot where you can just look at every single card in the deck like this right here, where you can look at every card. This is one of the best parts about TCGO, because as a content creator, I need to do my deck profiles before I introduce gameplay of the deck. I have to break down the deck, talk about all the cards, talk about what the deck is about, what the strategy is. And it's hard to do that when the deck manager on Live is in the bottom corner here. It just doesn't make any sense. It's so silly. And I just really hope that they fix that, because I don't think Live is a very content creator friendly game. And this does worry me quite a bit. Obviously, the future of my channel, really depends on Live being a good game. I mean, TCGO has been around for 12 years, and I've been playing the game for 7 years. I've seen the evolution of the Pokemon TCGO community and the YouTube community specifically, as I've been making content since, like, 2014 on TCGO. Like, I've seen the evolution from, like, Puka to Yellow Swallow to, like, the new boom of content creators since the pandemic. And I really do think that TCGO has come a long way, and to see it kind of all coming to an end, it is pretty sad. Obviously, PTCGO has really changed my life. I've devoted countless hours into this game. It's literally my job to make PTCGO content. It is what I do as a full-time job. I am a full-time content creator, and I really enjoy playing this game. I enjoy playing different decks all the time. I mean, look at this. I have 223 days played on this game. I have put a ton of hours and a ton of time into this game because I enjoy it. It's my life, and it is sad to see it go. And obviously, it was inevitable that TCG Live was going to come out and TCGO was going to go away. They said that it was going to happen, but I just didn't think it was going to happen so soon. And I guess it does make sense to line it up with an entire new generation of Pokemon and also the new rotation. Like, it makes sense to do it then, but I just still feel like it's too early to release Live. And that's my big worry, is that Live is not going to be a very well-functioning game. I think that it might end up being really buggy. Like, I just personally don't think it's ready to be released yet. And a lot of people in the community agree that the game is not ready to be released. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm not going to stop making content on YouTube. I mean, the daily grind is still going to continue, whether or not we're playing TCGO or we're playing TCG Live. I mean, y'all going to have to just join along for the ride on TCG Live. There are a few things that do give me hope. I mean, PTCGO started off as a browser game, and over the years, PTCGO has really evolved with how it looks as a game. So TCG Live will most likely follow like a similar pattern, where TCGO eventually over time evolves evolved with how it looks, and I'm sure Live will do the same, which does give me some hope. But it's like that means we have to wait years and years. I mean, I think it took like, you know, 9 8 9 years to like actually come to its final form, which we are in right now, I guess. So I don't know. I'm scared for the future. For Live, I do have some big plans for TCGO finale content. I'm probably going to do a stream when TCGO eventually sunsets, like literally play the game until the server shut down. I'm going to do some big legacy send-off streams. That's one of the big things with Live. Live does not have the legacy format. I really love legacy, and it is a dead format, but I'm going to be planning to do a massive legacy send-off stream whenever TCG Live releases. I am going to do a big legacy send-off stream. But yeah, it's just sad to see, and it's just sad that they're forcing us to go to this game with this announcement, because, yeah, they're literally, like, forcing us. I mean, I don't even think the game's, like, I guess it's still going to technically be in beta by the time Scarlet and Violet comes out, because they didn't really announce that. It's just they're making us go to the game. They're just like, well, people don't like our game that much. Well, okay, we're going to make you play the game then. If you're not going to play it and you're going to hate on it, we're going to make you go to the game, because that's where all the new cards are going to be, and TCGO will not have any new content. So, I don't know, it's just kind of it definitely feels like a bit of a slap to the face for sure in that front. So, yeah, I don't know. Again, just because TCG Live comes out doesn't mean I'm not going to stop making content on YouTube. It also doesn't mean I'm going to stop making decks. I mean, I'm still going to play all the fun, wacky rogue decks. It's just going to be on a different game. And we'll have to see how it all goes. Again, some of my complaints with Live, the pack opening, the gameplay itself is still not the greatest. And again, I think that the deck manager is really bad compared to PTCGO's very straightforward deck manager. Like, TCG Live, summed up in one word, in my opinion, is it's not very content friendly. I mean, that's maybe the best way I can describe my thoughts on it as a content creator. It's not a content friendly game. It's not a YouTube friendly game, much like TCGO is. So I don't know. That's just my thoughts and everything. I wanted to release this video to give my thoughts on it, because, I mean, hey, PTCGO is, my job, and it's really changed my life for the better. And I hope that we can continue to see the TCGO community thrive, even with Live being the main game that you have to play. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm going to try to be as optimistic as I can for the future. I mean, I have to be. There's nothing we can do. I don't think that all the negative backlash that tweet Pokemon got yesterday is going to do anything. I don't know if Pokemon are going to be like, okay, hold on, maybe we shouldn't do this just yet, because not a lot of people are very happy about this. I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think they're going to go back on their word and effectively like, okay, fine, TCGO will have Scarlet and Violet rotation, and Live is still going to be continued to be worked on. I honestly don't think that's going to happen. As much as I would like for it to happen, as much as many people in the community want that to happen, I personally don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they're going to not listen to the negative feedback the tweet got, but just I don't think that's what they're going to do. I mean, it might even be just too late for them to do that. You know what I mean? Like, they might have already laid off a bunch of Dire Wolf people from working on the game. So it is what it is. You just got to live with it. And yeah, rest in peace, PTCGO. I'm going to miss it. Obviously, I've put countless hours in the game. I've played this game, day in, day out, and I really do enjoy this game a lot. It's going to be sad to see it go, because TCGO was kind of a fixture of my life for the past, 9 years. So it's just weird that it's not going to be here anymore. It is going to be very weird, for sure. And I don't know. It's going to be sad times. But I am going to be planning on doing some big PTCGO send-off content and all that good stuff. Maybe I'll do like one big pack opening video, especially if I'm not going to do pack opening content on TCG Live, because as stated earlier, the TCG Live pack opening animation is pretty crap, and it's not very good to watch on YouTube. So maybe we'll do like a big pack opening on PCGO, where we open up like literally every single pack on TCGO, which I do have here. We'll get all the mini sets, we'll even try to get as many heart goals sets as we can, save up all my coins. Got to burn all those tickets too. So yeah. See y'all in another video. I am making a lot of extra content in advance, because I am going to be in Orlando, so I got to pre-record quite a bit of video. So I'll catch y'all on another PTCGO video tomorrow. And yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you think of all this. Are you excited to see TCG Live basically be ready, or do you still want TCGO to be the game? Let me know down in the comments below.